Grace and Deshawn have 16 seedlings to plant in their tower garden. Do they have an even or an odd number of seedlings? How many more seedlings can they put in their tower garden?
So what do you think the answer is to that?
I think they can put 4 more.
Okay.
Hi, Lori.
And is that an even number and an odd or an odd number?
It's an even number.
Right.
pH indicates how acidic or alkaline a solution is using a scale from 1 to 14. Water has a pH of 7, which is considered neutral. Our pH has normally been 6.5 to 6. So roots do more than just anchor plants. There are tiny, pretty much microscopic root hairs on here that you can't even see that take up water and minerals that the plants need for healthy growth. So, they take up the minerals through wet soil or mineral solutions, such as the water that we have down here, which is balanced out with a thing called pH, which will be explained by another person. And the tower tonic is formulated so roots can absorb the minerals efficiently. This involves maintaining a balanced pH.
Plants don't always get nutrients from soil and the water that they take in through their roots. They also get it from the sunlight they absorb through their leaves. And yeah.
So I'm testing the pH of the tower garden. So we need 5 milliliters of the water that's in the bottom of it. And the pH testing stuff. The stuff that activates it, so you can tell what color, what it is. And that's the color of the pH of it. So you need you need 1 drop per milliliter water because you need 5 drops for 5 milliliters. And so it's approximately 6.5, and what the goal is, the best pH you can have is 6.5 to 5.5. And if your pH is really high, you add a pH stabilizer sort of thing. It's either a negative pH or an additional pH, depending on if it's too low or too high.
Tower tonic is a solution of minerals the plants absorb through their roots. These minerals combine with the sugar that plants make using air and light to form the building blocks of the plant body. Plants supply these minerals to animals and humans. The minerals needed by plants are similar but not identical to those needed by animals. Animals also require a source of carbohydrates, but plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide in the air to make their carbohydrates. The pH is part of the mineral. The pH of the mineral solution is critical to efficient absorption of the minerals.
Things to keeping the tower garden happy and healthy is keeping a balanced pH. And how we do that is we'll open this. Down there, there's water at the bottom of the garden, and we'll use this test kit right here to see what the pH level is at. So we'll take 5 milliliters of water. 5 drops of the stuff that activates the water so it can be the color. Mm-hmm. It's like a pH activator or something like that. It's like 1 drop every milliliter you have. Yep. 5 drops of the test.
Kaylee, I have a question while you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Do you have to do this every day?
Yeah.
Every day.
So we have to test this to see what it's at every day, and the ideal for it is 6.5. So this, like a 6.0, somewhere in the middle. Yeah. The minerals and stuff.
Oh.
So don't touch the plants because that can introduce bacteria, but you guys can see how dark that's gotten. And it used to be this color.
Whoa. Wow.
Okay, so at this point, our tower garden is growing very well. And you can notice that several of the plants are producing what?
Flowers.
So, how are these going to produce cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers? Angie.
I don't know.
Okay, Karen.
Reproducing and pollination.
Okay, pollination,
Fertilization.
fertilization. Are they going to fertilize on their own?
No.
Are they going to pollinate?
No.
Okay, tomatoes are self-pollinating, but there are things we can do to help the process along. Cucumbers have male and female flowers. Now, could I get a volunteer up here? Kelly, come on up. You'll notice that some of the flowers have what look like a baby cucumber behind them. Kelly, do you notice a baby cucumber?
Yeah.
Okay, some of the flowers, you will notice, do not have what looks like a baby cucumber behind them. What we'll have you do, if you could pick this flower right here.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick that flower.
Jimmy.
And then you can
Jimmy, no.
peel the petals away. Now you'll take that inner section, find a female. So let's come on over here and find a female. So here's a female right there, and you're going to rub the male flower gently to the female flower. And that is the end of that process. Okay? With the tomato plants, we don't have any flowers yet. Once they do, it is, like I said, self-pollinating, but we can use paintbrushes or something like a toothpick and just gently rub along the flower, and that will help along with the process. Does that make sense? So now we'll have each of you come in and take a turn finding a flower that you can help to pollinate. Kaylee, go ahead. So find a male flower first.
How can you tell?
There's one right over there.
Wait, the one with the baby cucumber behind it, or the one that doesn't have one?
So you want to find one that doesn't have a baby behind it.
And that's a male, and the one that do wait.
Yeah, so that's the male.
So the one that doesn't have it behind it is the male.
Correct. And then you will peel the petals off. And then find a female. Let's see.
Is this one?
Andrew,
this
can
one
you
right here?
identify if that one's been done? Can you identify a
Okay, so
female
the
over here?
females are like the ones with the tiny cucumbers on them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what were the cucumbers? Do you guys know what pollination is?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what it is? What is it?
Ants take pollens from flowers to make more flowers.
Yeah, sort of. So what they do is they go from one flower to another, taking what they need, which is this sort of syrup thing that they make into honey. I forget what it's called, but anyway.
Pollen.
No, pollen is what they take into different flowers.
Nectar.
So they go, nectar, exactly. They go into this flower. They'll go into like this flower. They'll take the nectar from it, and then they'll get some pollen on their feet. They'll go to a female flower, and that pollen gets on the female flower. And then so if you see here, there's this cucumber behind the female flower.
You can go closer if you'd like to see the
Yeah.
baby cucumber.
Oh yeah.
So that thing right there is a baby cucumber. Once it gets pollinated, it'll start growing really big. And that flower is going to die off once it grows really big, and so is the male that pollinates.
Oh, there's a
Yeah, that's actually a growing flower. That one hasn't bloomed yet. But since we don't really have bees inside, we have to pollinate them ourselves. So where's the paintbrush?
Why don't you guys come back and sit down?
Do you know what a paintbrush is? basically what you would do if I could find the paintbrush.
Here you go, Luke.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. You would take the paintbrush, dip it inside the male flower, get some pollen on it, and you would go inside the female flower and do the same. And then that transfers the pollen from the male flower into the female flower. Then the female flower can grow its baby bigger, basically. So yeah.
What about the little flower that's not really?
So yeah, that one isn't bloomed yet.
That one could take, so, oh look at there's a baby cucumber right there.
Yeah.